Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Pro modcasts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 versus 1 on Blood River Remixed. Playing as the Orks, we've got Tonkata Sucks, and playing as Imperial Guard, we've got GreenEggs and Spam. GreenEggs will be opening up with triple Guardsman, a Tech Priest Engine Seer, and a Infantry Command, whereas the Orks are going to go for some Shooter Boys, a Boys Hut, a Generator, and already got their Slugger Boys free of charge from the beginning of the game, capping their bits and bobs, their nearest and dearest, some would call it anyway. But you can see on the Blood River remix, it's been remixed on account of, well, the river is not a blood river, it's just a river. Only yet tarnished by the blood and mud that is so common in the 41st millennium. So yeah, Imperial Guard versus Orks, no real problems that either of these factions have against each other. Whatever the Orks can bring out, the Guard have a counter for it, and whatever the Guard bring out, the Orks have a counter for it. Especially with the addition of the Ard Boys for the Orks and the Pro mod available in the Tier 1, or is it Tier 1, or do they need to get like at least one War Banner out? Either way, it's fairly early in the game that they can get that stuff. Gonna go for that big mech, as is always good and proper. We've got a command squad coming out as well. Oh my goodness. Well, boys and girls, blow my hair back and flick my tits with excitement. It's a pug mug, or a mug of pug. That's you know, I'd never thought I ever wanted a pug with a mug, or a mug with a pug, but there we go, we've unlocked something, a desire deep down on the inside. More of a dog person than a cat person, but then again, I'm not much of an animal person in general. Got a pile of guns on the way. Big mech coming out. With the hugest chopper you've ever did seen. Waddling around in his backpack, ready to bring the hurt to the Imperial Guard here. Guardsmen not going to go for any Cassicans as of yet, just capturing all their good stuff. Tech Priest Engine Seer having a sniff around at this relic. We've got some critical location capturing. If you notice, I've got our strategic points and our critical location controlled victories on the go. Commissar coming out, but do we have any research for... Don't we have got any mini-heroes research going on, so not yet able to get their Priest or Psyker out. We'll need to keep that in mind. This post over here has been cancelled in anticipation for the Orks approach. The Shooter Boys out a little bit earlier than normal, taking out a couple of Guardsmen. I might even get a full squad wipe here. If they're... There we go, look at that. Quite a decent pickup this early on in the game. But these guys will look to avenge their fallen comrades. Commissar increasing the accuracy of anyone nearby him, as well as the squad he is attached to. Slugger Boys looking to take that relic, but no mass, no pass, I'm afraid. They won't be getting this, and to be fair, against all this, they could go for it, and they could probably do a lot of damage to the Imperial Guard, reinforcing as they go, but that would take a lot of blue money away from the Orks. They need to get their economy on the go before committing too hardcore to any sort of engagement. Guardsman over here going to bring down the mug onto this relic. Love that. I just absolutely love it. Good stuff. Yeah, just a mass of Guardsmen. But maybe that's the plan at the moment. Not really going to focus on getting those mini-heroes, but instead getting as many lads as humanly possible, just to spread out across the map. Sure, boys, we'll see these Guardsmen. And chase them around, but these guys not going to give up. They're just going to charge straight in, and they're quite decent in close combat, all things considered. Another squad wipe by the looks of things. Potentially on the cards for them. Look at that. This Shooter Boy really racking in the kills here. Anyone unprotected will fall foul to the Big Mech's wicked ways. You know what? These Guardsmen are not going to give up. They're going to chase this Big Mech down into this little corner. We'll be able to see him. And this corner is always a little bit dangerous on Blood River, as if you're stuck here, you've got no real way to escape. Big Mech's got his teleporter that is just upgraded, as you can see by all the spiky bits on top. Might be a good idea to teleport out now. There we go. See you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. Grot squad having a look around here, but they can't really decap anything. They're too small to carry a banner. That's their problem. The Guardsmen now getting some revenge. They do not like green Orks and ham. They do not like them, Sam I am. They do not like them with a shooter. Do not like them if they are a looter. Something. Finish that story for me. don't think I've ever actually read Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham. Wasn't really a big thing in England. We're more Roald Dahl-esque in our readings as kids. These guardsmen just really not standing up to these shooters whatsoever. Well, they've got a couple of big shoots in the ranks now. But this is a lot of Imperial Guard, but they are standing in a negative cover. No weapon upgrades for them at the moment. Can get their grenade launchers there. Is there a tactical control about? There is a tactical control about. So yeah, ready to get those big guns should they want. War Banner as well. Adding to the fire, but these shooter boys losing a couple of their models. Also one of their big shooters. Going to see a burner bomb being thrown down here. Grot Squad not going to move out of the way. They're just going to take it on the chin, and take it all on the chin, do they do. Not really killing that much in the way of Imperial Guard though, but it certainly looked fancy. And that's the main thing in the grand scheme of things. Guardsman over here saying, "Oi lads, what are you doing on our relic? Please leave it alone." And a stick bomb going off. As these guys charge into combat. Looking to get some good stabbings in there. Big Mech teleporting over to provide some firing support. The Slugger Boys aren't standing up all that well to this immense firepower from the Imperial Guard. Command Squad now with a Psyker. Psyker able to not only zap the opponents, but also reduce incoming range damage by about 10%? 15%? It's 8%. Bigger than 1. And that's the main thing. Got some mines down here, just in case the Imperial Guard have got any fresh ideas. But they will spot it with their Psyker. So that's not a main problem for them. Got economies at the moment, 89.30 compared to 89.20. Ooh, there we go. Soon to be 30. As even as we can possibly get. There we go. Although mech shop over here, so they've got their tier 2s on the go. Imperial Guard, have you got your tier 2? You are on your tier 2. Going for the upgrades. Enhanced satellite targeting resolution. Further increasing the range damage of the guardsmen. I do believe it increases the range as well. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on anything. Rule number 1 of the Mr. Landshark podcast. Shoutcast is just assume I know just as much as someone who's never played the game before. That's what makes it exciting. At least from my perspective anyway. Guys, we're not quite able to get those shooter boys. Or slugger boys, sorry. Just bobbing and weaving. Not thinking too much. We've got some war trucks on the go. First, when they come out, they've only got their big shooters on. Can then they upgrade themselves with bomb chuckers and twin rocket launchers. Which is nice. I like this. Because then this bad boy comes out and then you can have it. Oh, well, there's no vehicles, so I don't need to upgrade it with the rockets just yet. Which is just pretty neat. It's neato. It's in the big mech capturing this stuff over here. Might need to quit on that though. There's lots of guardsmen coming over. With all their upgrades now. Quite an intimidating firing line. The war truck is opening fire. War track, sorry. Frag bomb being thrown at those guardsmen, but listening person's been taken down. And yeah, those guys, you know, they've killed one listening post. And then that's it. They don't want to commit any more. Ooh, heavy weapons on the field. Where are you? You are over here. I imagine, what, you just going to stay in the base, settle down, so like no one does any counter-firing? Got explosion somewhere. Around the flanks, preventing them from retreating at the very least. One squad of guardsmen about to go down. No, narrowly surviving. A proud sergeant raising his sword on high. Double war trucks, more frag grenades going off. But big zaps from that psych. In fact, double knocking them down. But nice save. Able to bring everyone into the centre here. Also, picks them back up as well. Good lord, that Psyker really working overtime here. But the Guardsman squads being brought down low gradually over time. Do have a Mad Doc running in with some fighting juice. It does look like that's increased their movement speed as well. Also got a knob in there. Knob leader just for good measure. But what are you? Ah, you're a las cannon, heavy weapons team. Set up round here. Although quite a dangerous situation to be in. Considering that you're about to be surrounded by a bunch of slugger boys. Commissar rejoining the ranks. As the big mech is fixing definitely fixing. That's how you fix a war track. You bash it with your axe. Because why not? Heavy weapons team has been taken out. Man squad, though, standing firm. Well, the commas are in their ranks, looking a little bit less than healthy. Mad Doc as well, he's not messing around. Getting them with his stabby bits. If I remember the quote correctly. Some more heavy weapons teams. And it's just men. It's just a funnel of human beings being brought up to the front. Heavy las cannon team. But aren't they all heavy las cannon teams? Here's a regular heavy weapons team. Won't last very long. Need to bring those guys back, really. Going to go for a mechanized command on the front ranks. Also got our campaign honours carapace breastplate. They do say that breast is best. And clearly the Lord Commander believes in it. Look and see if he can shoot down these war tracks. It's a fair mean bit of damage, but like we say, those heavy weapons teams are not for the frontline usage. Also got some power claws and a storm bolter. Where he's gone, not entirely sure. 111 and 40 compared to 96 and 40. Got a second settlement on the way, and an ob squad down there. So Big Mech able to get all the big upgrades. With those double settlements, but he does need a relic. Have you got... Oh no, he doesn't have a relic, sir. Or is it a critical location he needs? Either way, he needs something. Big Mech. Really been used to full effect here. Don't normally see the Big Mech actually repairing things, so I do appreciate that. Mr. Tonkata. Nob's just not giving any tender loving care to these guardsmen. Heavy weapons team being stricken down before they're even able to break down their weapons. Man squad losing all his friends and family. Going at it alone. But he will fight, whatever the cost may be. Right in the middle of everyone. He's got his big armor and health upgrade. He's got his close combat upgrade as well. And look at him, he's certainly resisting a lot of damage coming in. Gonna jump inside that listing post just to keep safe. Mechanized command being cancelled. Not sure why it was built over there, to be honest. Unless, of course, they were planning to use that for defensive stuff by jumping inside of it. Possibly. Maybe. Maybe that was the idea. Gonna go for some Kaskan quarters. Some increased ranged firepower, especially their increased firing rate, should help the guardsmen. Gonna rebuild that mechanized command round the backside. No longer feeling confident that they can hold that front line. Guardsmen are coming back in. Strange that he's not gone for any of his upgraded weapons, even if it's just like the light flamers, just to break the morale of those who are charging into close combat. They're going to give it a go. War Truck now replacing its... Oh, what do you call them? The big shooters with a couple of twin rocket launchers. Commander squad. Not scared to go into close combat for everyone. Ork fought tier 3 for the Orks now, on the way. Good lord, all these dead bodies. I completely forgot to turn the persistent corpses off when I select the high texture thingy upgrade settings in the mod manager. Now my frames are suffering for my prudence. Or my lack of prudence. Yeah, Orkifor finished. Able to now get out the bigger and badder stuff. A looted Lehman Russ tank. And that is going to cause the Imperial Guard some serious issues. They've got nothing substantial in their own right. Unless, of course, they go for their own big vehicles. But no, not at the moment. Nothing great for them. Although, in saying that... apologies, we've been recording all day. In saying that, they do have the Psyker with the Cursed Machine Spirit ability. Or is that the Tech Priest Engine Seers that have that in Dawn War Pro mod? Either way, one of them have it. That's something to take into consideration. Shooter Boy being joined by a Flash Git as their version of a Nob Leader, which makes a lot more sense when you think about it. Cheeky Sentinel moving around the flanks. Armed with a... You are just armed with a regular... Is that just like just a little cannony thing? Yeah, just a regular cannony thing. Orks going to move around, doing a bit of stealthing and sneaking. But the big mech not wanting to give the Sentinel a free ride. Throws in that big tank zapper. And we'll be taking this Sentinel down. No problems at all. Orks over here. Been hemmed in. They're pushed out now. They wouldn't probably survive, but the Imperial Guard don't notice. They start to move forward. We'll see a looted tank. And that looted tank, that's the serious issue for them. Double guns on either side. One big cannon in the middle. And it's not going to go down very easily. But then again, this heavy las cannon team certainly causing it some issues. Big Zap knocking these guys over, preventing them from charging in for the moment. But Grot's moving around the side, bringing down another burner bomb. But Guard's been able to cancel that with a few shots of their las cannon. Or las gun, sorry. Big mech jumping in. Doesn't look like he's going to repair that looted Lehman Russ. Need to focus down on that las cannon if they want that tank to survive. But no, it does not look like they're going to get it done. Big explodey bit from the big mech there, by the looks of things. Loot tank goes down there. As this is just an absolute hodgepodge. Mayhem and madness. Can't really tell who's winning in this engagement. I have a sneaking suspicion it's the Orks. And it does seem like there's a lot more Orks than there are Imperial Guard at the moment. I'm going to bring down a Valkyrie airstrike. Killing probably just as many Guardsmen as they were Orks. But such is the way of the Imperial Guard. For every one of them that fall, 10 more will take their place, although I think that the Orks have a very similar kind of philosophy in that. Las Cannon team goes down. But more Las Cannons. It's never going to stop. Got a Basilisk as well. Commander goes down, reducing the morale of the Imperial Guard. Not sure the Sentinels get affected there. They've got no morale to really care about. There we go, Heavy Flamer. Break the morale. If you've broken the morale, they'll do a lot less damage. It's not a bad idea. So sorry. It's been a long day. A long weekend. A long week. Jesus. It's exam season at school. There's a lot of pressure going on. Anyway, with this game, all the last cannon teams are dead. Orks are deciding, right, well, this listing post shouldn't be here anymore. We don't like that. But the Basilisk getting a good few shots in. And the combination of Basilisk and Flamers are reducing the morale for all these guys. But they still need that killing blow to come in. I mean, Imperial Guard might benefit a lot from getting some plasma guns. Especially against these Nob squads. No upgrade for these guys at the moment. What's the plan? GreenEggs and spam. Hellhounds. Okay, Hellhounds not a bad idea. The Orks currently at the moment don't have much in the way of anti-vehicle. And Hellhounds being relatively lightly armoured shouldn't matter them too much of the current composition that Tonkata's gone for. So Hellhound's going to roll in. Deep fat fry some knobs. Going to reduce the morale to 0 very quickly. Also able to get out of dodge. Very little drama there. Got looted Lehman Russ tank there. So you need to keep your Hellhound away from that bad boy. And it's just fire. It's fire, it's broken morale. It's the command squad wandering in, looking to go for one of each. Priests have now been unlocked in the infantry bunker. And the entire Ork army being chased away by one singular Hellhound. Which is, I mean, it's quite impressive. Quite a achievement scale with that many Orks with just one tank. There we go, they've recovered. God, these bodies, my frame rate. Ugh. Yeah, these Orks will now continue their assault. Seeing if they can focus down these Hellhounds. Sure, boys can go for some rocket launchers if they wish. Does seem like they've gone for one. I need to go for a second one there. Slugger boys really making short work of the Imperial Guard that they're getting close combat with, but Command Squad not exactly going to be an easy customer to deal with. These Hellhounds unrelenting in their use of Promethium. Yes, I think it's Promethium. I assume that's the burning liquid that people use for flamethrowers and stuff. But yeah, the Hellhounds slowly been whittled down. Tunetank not quite feeling the brunt from this command squad. It is just going to absorb its fire, or absorb their slashes. The Orks are making a little bit of progress. It's been quite a hard-fought zone over here. But the Orks are doing it gradually, unit by unit, model by model. But they are going to fall back a bit, just hoping that they can take care of that command squad. If they could take out that Basilisk, it'd be a great help to them. So that Basilisk is doing a number on their morale. Trio of knobs looking to get some more lads in there. Another Hellhound on the way. And some more guardsmen to come out to say hello. Yeah, GreenEggs and Spam needs to adapt his strategy here. His current idea for composition at the moment is working against the squishy infantry, but the more vehicles coming in, the more that the guardsmen are going to suffer. So Grots try to go for those flanking manoeuvres. Command squad goes down once again. Now it's time for the Orks to do a big push. Hellhounds don't seem to be able to be upgraded with a anti-vehicle alternative to their flamers. These Orks have been blown to teeny tiny pieces. The guardsmen try and keep them away from the Basilisk. Big Mech teleporting around, big zapper going on there for annihilating that Hellhound. And a heavy lascannon team, again, cannot be at the front. There's not where you want him to be. He's got range enough to be on the backside, where it's safe and sound, nice and snug. More boomy bits, more flames coming in. Are the Imperial Guard going to go for anything else? Are you switching up your tactics? Not really, but then again, maybe that's the plan. If you've just clogged all the battlefield with too many human bodies, you make a great big wall that even the Orks can't penetrate. I assume that the Orks are... No one's gone for this. I like this. This is good. These two players had the option of trying to flank each other and going for other objectives, but they thought, no. I want this relic in particular, and I will not stop until I get this relic. And you've got to respect the tenacity. Heavy lascannon team setting up in a negative cover. There's a huge squad of slugger boys, 14 in total. They'll just walk over and with no effort at all, cut them down. And it's a gradual breakdown of the Imperial Guard's front lines here. Basilisk, not defending at the moment, could be killed. There we go, sending a couple of missiles that way. We've got one Sentinel chilling out in the corner. Clearly too devastated from the previous combat to really want to get involved again. Big Mech still repairing stuff. And an Ob squad with their Mad Doc in there. Really healthy, considering all the blasting they've been facing. But the never-ending stream of guardsmen, I mean, what kind of... Oh, yeah, their economy is not viable at the moment. Yeah, I would have really liked to have seen some grenade launchers and some plasma guns on these guys. Just to, if not to counter the shooter boys, at least some flamers to counteract the knobs and sluggers. But GreenEggs' spam in the ally message throws out the GG. Not sure if Tonkata can see that. But yeah, GG all around. Like I said, a wonderful battle of attrition over here. Good lord, yeah, like I said, that just even looking at those corpses reduces the frame rate to about sub 30. Well, that's how you know it's been a good match, when there's too many bodies on the field to even comprehend. Like Flanders Fields, but, well, just a little bit sadder, really. Cool. Right, oh well, hold on, before we go, let's watch this explode. One final hurrah. Oh, you tease. You absolute tease, just on the cusp of an explosion that burner bomb was. We're not going to see it. Fine, alright, well, those grots live to fight another day, I suppose. So yeah, if you want to support the channel, £1 a month to get you one extra game a week, and also voting privileges for the next theme game on the patreon.com/whatever my tag is. And there's also a Discord where fun things happen all the time. Links in the description, as always. As with Miss Landshark, pleasure as always, never chore. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.